The fifth and final condition is whether the supply is actually taxable, exempt, or falls outside the scope of VAT altogether.
So even if a supply ticks all the boxes we've discussed so far, it could still escape the VAT net. That's interesting. What are some common examples of exempt supplies?
The UAE VAT law provides specific lists of exempt supplies. For example, healthcare and education services are generally exempt. Financial services can also fall under this category, but there are nuances depending on the specific type of service. And what about supplies that fall outside the scope of VAT? How are those different?
Outside the scope basically means that the VAT law doesn't even address them. Think of things like the sale of bare land or certain types of international
So
transactions.
it's like they're in a completely different realm, not even on the VAT radar.
Exactly. But it's important to remember that just because something is exempt or outside the scope, it doesn't mean you can completely forget about VAT.
There's a catch, isn't there?
Always. For example, even if you're making exempt supplies, you still need to keep accurate records and comply with certain administrative
Right,
requirements.
because the VAT authorities always need their paper trail.
Precisely. And there are also instances where you might be able to recover input VAT even on exempt supplies.